So in the past 20 days since I started, I want to go over really fast what sold and for how much. How much profit did I actually make? And remember, all these numbers that I'm about to show you and all these snapshots of these sales and these numbers, this is exactly what I only made from organic Amazon traffic. I'm not buying ads and I'm not spending any money to promote these listings. I'm simply matching the low price once a day on all listings. And basically, I used to do this single-handedly with every item until I found out that you can literally just click them all and then hit match low price, which makes it a lot easier to implement this business model, or really any business model where you have a bunch of listings. So let's jump in and I'll walk you through the exact numbers of everything. This is the first thing that sold in this business. It was a book, and the majority of these are going to be books. There will be a couple games mixed in. You'll notice here that the item subtotal was $549, and they paid a total shipping cost, the customer obviously, or the total shipping cost to me was $271. So that came to a grand total of $278 profit for this actual item. Moving on to the next one now. They paid it a grand total, so it was 97 cents for the actual book here, $3.99 in shipping for a grand total of $4.96. I paid $2.75 to ship this, media mail, and it came to a profit margin of $2.21. Moving on, right here, this one, right here, if you look at the numbers, same general overall message, so I'm not going to keep repeating it. This one came to a profit margin of $2.27. This one came to a profit margin of $2.52. This one came to a profit margin of $2.19. This one actually was a pretty decent profit margin. It was one of the books that actually sold for a decent amount book-wise, and that came to a profit margin of $4.56. This one came to a profit margin of a whopping 3 cents because the shipping was high, and since this is actually a game and not a book, I wasn't able to ship it media mail, and that's why I didn't make that much money on it. Moving on to this one right here, that came to a profit margin of $2.26. This one came to a profit margin of $2.04. This one came to a profit margin of $2.19. This one was actually pretty solid. It came to a profit margin of $6.11. You'll notice that this was one of the first games that I sold. So it sold for a little bit more, and they paid a higher shipping amount. But then I ended up shipping it, I believe, priority mail anyway. So it came to a higher shipping total. But I could have made a little bit more money on this if I wanted to. Wanted a satisfied customer though. This one, I sold two in the same, I guess one person bought two of the same things, or not two of the same things, but two items from me actually. So this actually came to a profit margin of $3.23. This one right here came to a profit margin of $2.22. This one came to a profit margin of $2.64. This one came to a profit margin of $2.22. $2.10 for this one. This one was $2.19. And this was our heavy hitter at the end right here, which was another game, and it sold for $28.06. Now, the majority of these things I sold for an average of, it cost me an average of $2.75 to ship them media mail. Sometimes it's like 10 cents less, sometimes it's like 10 cents more. I'm not sure if that, is a weight thing or what it is, but media mail's super, super cheap, so that's what I recommend for the majority of books, obviously, if you're a merchant fulfilling them. But that's how that much was. So now if I add all those numbers up in profit on the screen, you're going to look at $71.82 total profit. Now that is before fees in the first 20 days for this actual business model. But keep in mind, I looked at all the average and fees that I paid, and this is with a professional seller account, and those fees came to an average of $1.80 per sale for those. So if you take an average fee of $1.80 and you multiply that by 18 sales in those first 20 days, then you get a total of $32.40 in Amazon fees, which would indicate a total net profit in the first 20 days for this business of a whopping $39.42. Now, keep in mind too, like I said, this is an Amazon professional seller account, so for somebody to operate a business like this, it would cost you $39.99 a month. And also keep in mind that this is only 20 days of the business and I'm getting it started. So that means that if you factor in the $39.99 it costs for a professional seller account per month, I actually lost, or would have lost in the first 20 days, 57 cents. So I didn't even net a profit. Also, didn't factor in the fact that I spent $13.49 on tape to get this going so I could, tape up my packages and tape up my envelopes and also tape on the labels. And I also spent $11.54 on a huge pack of envelopes, so I had enough envelopes to ship out these books, which, both the tape and the envelopes are pretty cheap when you extrapolate them over to how much you're going to pay per shipping out. But just keep that in mind. So I spent that like I said, 54 on envelopes as well, which means that comes to a total lost margin of $25.60. So I'll repeat that. I lost $25.60 doing all of this, and I lost a lot of time in the process. These are the types of videos I love to create. It was fun and intriguing as somebody that's passionate about online entrepreneurship and just creating businesses in general to see exactly what went into starting a business like this and how fast it could be up and running and exactly how much profit you could expect to make. Now, with more inventory and with more daily sales, this could potentially be more profitable. I average about one sale a day with, like you saw, a little bit under, because it's been going down every single day, about 300 items in inventory. And that could be scaled up, obviously, which I would assume is actually what's necessary to run this business every single day at a net profit. Now, to make a business work like this, you would need two things. I would say that you need more free inventory, so don't buy anything in bulk. And you would also only need, in my opinion, to go after the things that you knew had a good margin and did have high demand on the Amazon marketplace. The best way to do that would be to download and buy a potential app like your Scoutifys or your Profit Bandits. And this is not what I do full-time on Amazon. The majority of what I do on Amazon and how I do make 5 to 10K a month every single month is doing online arbitrage. Now, I'll drop my online arbitrage playlist up in the right-hand corner right now. If you want to check out some tutorials of me actually sourcing, like I said, I don't usually resell merchant fulfilled like I have been with these books. Usually what I do is I go online and I buy stuff very, very cheaply, and then I'll send it into FBA, so Amazon's doing all the fulfillment, and I know exactly what my fees are and whether they're gonna sell. There's a lot of great tutorials in that playlist. I highly recommend that you check it out. I hope you enjoyed this video though. Remember to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one.